on the way to Disney World. Woo! Believin'. Little lonely one here. And what Christmas concoction did we get at the confectionery? Yes, we ended up with
Gingerbread.
The gingerbread mini. So beautiful. And look at the fantastic.
It's not mini though. I mean, it's like the size of my hand.
So true. Look at that.
Definitely shareable.
You're certain that it's shareable on this Christmas day. Totally, 100%.
Yeah.
No, there were so many selections there. So really, really, really awesome.
Everything looks really
Yeah, some hidden treasures, some reindeer like apples, Christmas M&M apples, and there was a little one tucked away with like just a frosting mini with some holly on a golden pedestal. So really awesome. We got hit with the parade right when we came in. The 3 o'clock parade, or is it 4 o'clock parade?
It's a
3 o'clock parade. I got it right. Just questioning myself, but we haven't caught it for a while. But here, we kick off Christmas week. It was awesome. Got like 4 blasts off of the dragon, but let's get some blasts from the past and get back to the house for this week.
Starting off, we're heading to December 19th, 1843 with the quintessential Christmas book that, you know, so much is based off of, which is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens.
Yes, Happy Christmas.
Published in London, England by Chapman and Hill Publishing, and was so important back then and even still today. So around that time period, you know, they were deciding about Christmas traditions and whether they were going to keep some of the old ones, and there was new Christmas traditions like the Christmas trees and Christmas carols. And you know, around this time, Charles Dickens was inspired to write this novel, and he had, you know, grown up in a middle-class situation with very difficult circumstances. So he already knew what living at that time period and how rough it could be. But he also,
during the season.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he also visited the Field Lane Ragged School for London street children and was able to see their living conditions, and it definitely influenced him in writing this book, and he just did such a great job.
I think amongst like the traditions and the symbols of Christmas that were being considered, you know, for continuation, it was also like the themes of Christmas. It was the charity of Christmas, the kindness and the warmth of Christmas that were literally on the table to be removed from the holiday.
Well, in taking someone who was very wealthy, obviously Scrooge, who had the power within his hands to change people's lives. Right. And I think that's what was so important. And it really started to influence people, and it really did change a lot in society at that time. It was so popular that he went and read it publicly over 127 times. He wrote other Christmas stories as well. He had written a few before, and then he wrote some afterwards. Of course, A Christmas Carol has stuck for the many years, and there's plenty of movies and
3
iterations.
Disney versions.
Right, so you have you know, Christmas Carol the film, then you have Mickey's Christmas Carol and Muppet's Christmas Carol. Yes.
Pick your flavor.
I think the Mickey one would be probably my
I have fond
favorite.
memories of it when it premiered on TV.
Yes.
I watched it with a neighborhood friend of mine.
But I love the Muppets one too.
Fantastic.
So, and then, you know, you have a Christmas Carol.
They break that fourth wall a lot now.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Go break it out on your home TV.
Yeah,
but let's
definitely
get you
worth
back
watching.
to the parks.
Definitely want to watch on Christmas Day.
Indeed.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding ding dong, happy holiday, happy holiday, happy holiday. While the merry bells keep ringing, may your every wish come true. Happy holiday, happy holiday, happy holiday. May the calendar keep ringing. And don't forget to hang up your sock just exactly at 12 o'clock. You'll be dapping down the chimney now. Happy holiday, happy holiday. May the calendar keep ringing. Happy holiday to have a happy, happy holiday.
Okay, well, lots of fun shopping, lots of Christmas, like all about passing right by Prince Charming's carousel and our Sir Mickey.
So cute.
Yes, with the beanstalk going all the way up. But where are we headed?
Friar Nook.
We're heading to Friar
We
Nook.
haven't been there for a long time.
Quite a while. I'm
Usually
actually,
it's closed by the time we're like
Yeah.
here or not. I don't know. We just always miss it.
but today, look at that, beanstalks in the back, going up. Yes, favorite shop, but gonna be heading in. I think I'm gonna get a bratwurst.
Yeah.
Is that Christmassy? I think it's gonna be Christmassy for me today. So let's head in to Friar Nook, and then let's head back to our house for this week. Merry Christmas.
And moving on to 1958, ABC TV airs Walt Disney Presents From All of Us to All of You.
Okay.
Yes, this was such an important program. It was like getting Christmas cards from all your favorite Disney characters. And this was like a really good time for Disney because, you know, you had so many films and cartoons that had already been made. And so there was a lot that, because they show segments of different films and cartoons throughout the show.
Very nice.
And this went on for years. But of course, Walt Disney was around with this one, and Jiminy Cricket was actually the host.
Wow.
And they later released it on like VHS and so forth. And it was like Jiminy
Was it on
Christmas,
the Fun and Fancy Free? I can't.
or Jiminy Cricket. No, it
No.
was separately, like
Okay.
just a Jiminy Cricket From All of Us to All
Okay.
of You, or Jiminy Cricket Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so some of the things that you got to see Santa's Workshop and the Toy Tinkers, which are two iconic Christmas Disney cartoons. Then you had segments from Peter Pan, Bambi, Pinocchio, Lady and the Tramp, Cinderella, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see the different Christmas scenes, like
Yeah.
probably Christmas morning and the Lady and the Tramp and all of that. Wonderful.
Yes, and so this was really big, particularly, and still is really important in Sweden. over 50% of the population watches this every
When it
year.
airs?
They air it once a year.
Wow,
And
it's almost like our
yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes, it has
How
its
wonderful.
own special name, like related to Donald Duck and everything. So just really, really super interesting.
There you go.
But it took off in a lot of other countries as well. But
Yeah.
in Sweden, they love it.
All right. Happy Christmas, sweets.
Yes.
Let's get you back to more happy Christmas in the parks. Wow, definitely interested in this wild toad brat burger. I feel like maybe I've seen it before, but have not taken it in. Here at the Friar Nook. Ooh, look at this, Mr. Toad's wild brat burger. Oh, sticking his tongue out at Christmas, kind of being a little bit of a Grinch. And what did you get?
Oh, it's the vegan brat, which
The vegan
does not
brat.
look as
Oh my goodness.
but it tastes good.
And you got a little bit of kraut for it. 100%. We did ask for extra cut. I think it would come with like the burger, but maybe that's like optional. But it says it is brat. It's a brat burger, like burger made of brat. What's this? Back at the park and just the two of us, believe it or not, we are going to be bringing you another event in Disney history right here from the parks about our Winnie-the-Pooh. You can see Tigger and Winnie-the-Pooh over there making all the guests happy. But did you know that Winnie-the-Pooh itself is connected to Christmas?
Yeah, definitely. The first Winnie-the-Pooh story was published back in 1925 on Christmas Eve, and it was called A Trouble with Bees. So that was the first story that
Christmas Eve.
A.A. Milne published on Christmas Eve.
Christmas.
So it's Christmas time, and a good time for Winnie-the-Pooh.
Yes. But let's get you to the parks, having a lot more Christmas fun tonight here at Disney World. Wow, congratulations. Oh my goodness, like Christmas gifts right in front of us. The sword went up for a little Disney princess there, so it was good. I was hoping for like 2 in a row because like I just wasn't quick on the draw enough. Got it up, but not of the wonder of it raising and the enthusiasm on that face. So Sword in the Stone, I mean really, people lining up to get on Arthur's sword there. So, you know, living in everybody's Disney World experience and in This Week in Disney. But if we haven't already talked about it, it may be coming up. But we gotta get you back there to hear about it. So take us back home for more This Week in Disney.
So in 2007, so not that
Not
long
too long
ago, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Walt Disney's Studios Park in Disneyland Paris opens. So this is such an important ride actually because they designed this one like the one in California, which is now a Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Yeah, so it's a time capsule of the original in Paris.
well, of the original, because the one in Florida is the original.
Fair enough.
You always have to
Fair
remember. My favorite. But it's there, and it's kind of interesting because the ride's official name, I'm probably gonna butcher this, so forgive me, but it's La Tour de la Terror, un sat dans Quartremi.
Whoa.
So it means literally a jump into the fourth dimension.
Right.
Which on the show it's actually
Is there a lack of French faith in a dimension beyond the fourth? Because
5
right
in the
Twilight
show
Zone,
and
it's like
everything.
into the
So
fifth dimension.
so it's interesting.
Hmm.
But that's what's kind of neat
That is
about the
preposterous.
rides.
There is no fifth dimension.
I think it would be so cool. You know, we've never been to Disneyland Paris, but I think it would be really, really neat to see these rides and have the language you
Yes.
know, the languages,
Right.
it being in French.
We
and
look forward to
everything.
it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
But let's get you back to the English parks at large in our life. Back at Disney. Exit only. Exit only. Oh my goodness. Good boys and girls gotta go get up at the front. Go around? Oh my goodness. Yes. And what is normally non-suspect plants around Club 33 looks very festive on this Christmas night. Well, we are venturing into Adventureland for the last Christmas gift on our list. Tiffany's been really awesome. I mean, I've gotten gifts as well, of course, and had many ideas, but Tiffany has like gotten it all ordered or purchased and ready to go. But we have one
What are you talking about?
last gift for Christmas.
Santa is the one who really has done
I didn't rule out the jolly old elf. I mean, in the presence of his greatness just a few moments ago. I'm talking about gifts from the heart, gifts from us. Have you gotten all the gifts on your list for your loved ones? You might be watching this before it's too late. So hurry up, get that. But we are going to get our last gift of Christmas for a dear one. But give us one gift of Christmas from Disney's past. Take us back home for an event this week in Disney, Tiffany.
December 25th, 1963.
I love that day.
Yeah, Christmas Day. Disney's only 18th animated feature film, The Sword and the Stone, is released.
Right.
And I feel like
This
lots
is
of people,
super interesting.
yes, always get kind of confused
Right.
about The Sword and the Stone in general.
We just said it. We just think
Right.
it's just in the family, but we don't take the time to know about it.
Right. Well, you think that I always thought that this film wasn't from
Like
the
in
80s.
the 70s.
The 70s, but
Yeah.
it's 63. Yes, yeah. So it's
And
so
it
cool
predates.
because-
Yeah, go ahead.
well, actually, the music is
Mhm.
the first film that the Sherman Brothers did all the music for.
Okay,
this
and you
is
say
before-
what?
It's before Mary Poppins,
Before Mary Poppins.
Jungle Book. This is their first animated feature film that they do.
The Sword and the
all the
Stone.
music. Yeah, the Aristocrats before all of that.
Mhm,
So you have to go rewatch this or listen to
And
the
really look
soundtrack.
at the timeline of
Yeah.
releases. There's a surprising period.
Yeah, I know. It just
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. But Walt Disney actually acquired the rights to this in 1939, and he was talking about it since then.
Right.
It continued to get shelved, and then Bill Peet was the one who wrote the story for the film and was working with Walt. And you know he's really behind why it happened, and it was, you know, somewhat successful, not as big and successful as all the other films, but it's regarded as a well-done film. And of course the animation is beautiful and the music as well, so worth watching.
Yeah.
Definitely if you're out of things to watch after all your, you know, food and gifts and
Right.
everything. The Sword and the Stone is
Absolutely.
a good one.
Yeah, but let's get you back to the Magic Kingdom, and maybe we'll even show you the Sword and the Stone. I mean, it's a major figure in the Magic Kingdom.
Absolutely.
Nobody loves anything more than attempting to.
You never know if you're gonna
themselves.
pull it out or not.
Let's see if it happens. Let's get you back to the park. On a quest. Yes, a Disney quest in Adventureland. Find out, is the Swiss Family Robinson decorating for the holidays?
Of course they are. I mean, they would if they were here.
What?
They're not always here.
Not always here. They always have that good book out though, so they always have the Christmas story available to them.
Oh, is this like the
Christmas songs on the organ. Christmas songs on the organ. Oh, blessed. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Oh, Tannenbaum, How lovely are thy branches. Best view. Look at that. Tron on test. Look at test and Tron. You can see it from this distance. Yes, Tron. There were light cycles active.
We should go over and see it. I want to see it.
Yes. That is our quest. I hope we didn't miss the last one.
Well, good. Oh, I think we did.
No children nestled in their beds. No sugar plums dancing their heads. I think the Swiss Family Robinson like children still got visited by Santa, don't you think? Swiss Family Robinson children still visited by Santa, Tiffany?
Yeah, of course. Santa can get anywhere, obviously.
Right. But I'll tell you what we're gonna get. We're gonna get over to Tomorrowland. We just spotted Tron being tested. Definite light cycles in motion. Gotta get over for some close-ups. Come along, but first, Tiffany, take us back to the house for another This Week in Disney event.
Lastly, this week in Disney, still Christmas Day 1983 was the very first Walt Disney World Very Merry Christmas Parade. It was actually broadcast from the Magic Kingdom, and the hosts were Mike Douglas and Joan London.
Not Michael Douglas.
Not Michael, but this is the voice of Prince Charming.
Yes.
And he was a popular like talk show host and so forth. He had done many other things after Cinderella. But you know, they did a great job. They host it if you don't watch it or hadn't watched it from back then. It was very similar to host, like they watch, you know, like the
New Year's Eve and stuff like that, Thanksgiving parade.
The Thanksgiving Day parade. They talk about all the characters in the parade.
Okay.
But there was excerpts
Play by
from,
play, huh?
you know, Epcot, which was still fresh to everyone, and so they're going to Epcot and showing segments of that as well. Now this has gone on for years. In fact, the only year that they didn't do it was 2000.
Okay.
Yes, and 2000 is when the Disney aired a Christmas Eve Tracking Santa. We had talked about this a long time ago, but that's a really interesting.
NORAD. We love NORAD Tracking Santa.
So that was
how you get the kids to
2000.
bed quick. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
All of these things are on YouTube and so fun to go watch. But what I really love about this first one was at the very end, Mike Douglas has his granddaughters like come and sit with them for a minute and names off all his granddaughters.
What a moment.
And it's just really, really sweet. And Mickey's counting, and they had just had a new granddaughter like that week. So they're like a new.
I'm sure all of those granddaughters remember that night.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's so
and
special.
Christmas.
Oh, it was daytime.
But
Yeah. So back then they would film it through the 80s, early 90s, Christmas Day at Magic Kingdom. But then now you would know this from they do it like in November or the end of November or December, and so it's all
we've been there when they're recording it.
Yeah. So no more Christmas Day live recordings at Disney or Magic Kingdom. And they do jump from park to park if you haven't watched it before. So
but let's jump you back to the parks.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like our friends are coming back for the celebration.
Well, the Friendship Fair on right now in front of the castle, but I'll tell you what, we're just a week away from the castle blowing up on my favorite night of the year. 2 weeks. See, I'm anticipating quite a bit, but I love DJs in Tomorrowland and in Frontierland and in front of Cinderella's castle. And they like really, they lay it down, especially the 11 o'clock hour. So it's quite an experience not to be missed. But like I said, they're in Frontierland, they're in Tomorrowland. We're heading to Tomorrowland as promised. TRON light cycle being tested. Keep your fingers crossed for us.
The treehouse, but hopefully it'll still be going fast. I just saw some kids run by, so
we were gonna take off. We were gonna head over to Disney Springs, which we still made.
The crowd's there.
but we decided to venture all the way across the park to bring you shots of the testing of TRON. There it is. Right on the grid. See how close of a shot we can get on that. Looks like it's using a further grip. I think the only way to get closer is to ride the people mover. We may have to pop over to the people mover. We'll see. We're gonna try to get closer on the side though. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Tiffany, we absolutely need to get that picture next week as a family. Okay, promise to each other.
Yes.
Promise to each other.
We'll have to do it. We may have to stand in line. But
Yes, but it will be so worth it. Big things coming. Big things coming for all of us. So, you know, we were gonna head to Disney Springs. We were gonna do a lot of things, but you know, I mean, there's so much merriment at home. And Miles did not come with us this afternoon. We spared you like rides. We spared you a lot. Gave you snacks. Gave you Santa. Gave you the season. I hope that will tide you over till the great fun to come. Christmas, Cadmium coming to town. And we just decided to appear, or we just were invited to appear on Pete McDevitt on the 23rd with a whole host of Disney friends just dropping by an open house together. So looking forward to that, but we'll send you back home for the last event, for a closer. Who knows? Go on home, see us in our hearth and our fireside.
That's it for this week in Disney, a special Christmas week ending on Christmas, and we hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Yes. Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas. Gotta cover both sides of the pond. So, and you know who you are.
Definitely.
So thank you so much for following along. Thank you for your visits, for your comments, and for your likes in our little show here.
Comment below about your Christmas traditions and some of the movies you watch or the things that you do, especially if they're related to Disney. We would love to hear about it. So comment below, and we hope you just have a wonderful Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!
8 days till Christmas. Unbelievable. This is the advent calendar for Walt Disney World residents. Just count it down with Kris Kringle himself. The king counter of naughty and nice. Tiffany, are you nice?
Of course I'm nice.
You are very nice.
Are you naughty?
Why did you lead with naughty? Oh my goodness. That's like not nice.
Oh.
I mean, I say oh my goodness way too much.
Yeah.
How could I not be good? It's like my favorite word.
If you're accident, please gather your belongings, watch your head and step, and take small children by the hand. For those of you remaining on board, our next stop is the Transportation and Ticket Center, with continuing service to the tiny Polynesian village.
You wanted to come and see the Gingerbread before we headed home, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Always love the neon pop sensibilities here at the Contemporary.
Oh my gosh, it's the five-legged goat.
You have got to be
my
kidding me.
goodness.
That's the 2022?
That's the gluten-free treat.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad you stopped.
Yeah, me too.
Wow. Let's get two.
Thank you.
How much are they? Get three.
They're $5.75.
Get
Is there
three.
a
Are they
discount?
limited? Are they limited? Are they just like for the 50th or for the season? Are they all the time?
I don't know because they didn't have this during COVID, so this is
Okay. All right, we'll buy two at least right now until we figure it out.
We'll do
and it
two.
tastes delicious.
Oh, good.
I can't wait. Ooh, I
Here,
love
grab
those.
some. Yeah, grab a peppermint bark.
Miles likes that.
Okay, but look at this mug
You already.
with the fairy godmother.
Oh, you put the cookie back
Yes.
here. That's
Don't you need that cookie mug? Come
oh
on.
my goodness,
That's perfect. All right,
Yeah.
grab that too. that is. And it is most impressive. White chocolate peppermint mousse brownie. I mean, seriously, completely festive. Until you look just to the right, this king white chocolate Mickey figurine. What is a white chocolate Mickey figurine? Why, it is a full white chocolate Mickey figurine. Oh my gosh. Here at the Contemporary. Yeah, at the Contemporary, when you just, I mean, really honestly, pop off of the monorail, I mean, why just go back to TTA, grab yourself a bite to eat at the Contemporary with this fresh goodness? Look at that.
Yeah, it's like a power green salad.
Look at that.
Right, I did the gluten-free one.
So dependable, and right across, not gluten-free. And not even vegetarian, but really shining so bright here at the Contemporary.
Looks
the all-meat flatbread. Definitely gonna take me home on this Saturday night. Thank you, Contemporary. And I mean, we have to discuss the 5-legged goat cookie. Unbelievable. We bought one to eat and one to keep. We don't know if it's just a seasonal offering, but we had to make sure we had one forever. Thank you, Contemporary. Thanks for feeding us and taking care of us.